Hi guys, and welcome back to the Real Family Reviews podcast, formerly known as D&D Reviews. And I just wanted to hop on here for like just a couple of minutes before this review, just to say that, and so I know if you don't really care about the channel, any differences we made, I'll put the like time code on screen to skip to just to see the review of whatever movie this is. But yeah, I just wanted to say that we have some changes now. First of all, I want to say sorry we didn't upload in the last couple of weeks, but it's because we were getting ready for all these differences that we've now done, which first of all includes the fact that we now have video.
You can see us.
Yeah. This is something that when we first started the channel and when we were like kind of, you know, talking about making the channel, we always said we wanted to do video. And it just actually didn't work out over the summer. We just ended up doing a bunch of audio-only reviews of those movies. And we really love those reviews still. Like,
we do, yeah.
Even without the video aspect. But
they're like our idiot children.
We did think there was something missing, so we just decided to go ahead and do it. Same with when we even started our channel. Like, we still had so much things we needed to figure out. But we were like, we've been saying for a while, let's just go ahead and do it and just start recording. And it, you know, ended up, like, we really do love doing this. So now we have video is basically what my point is. That, yeah, we do have video now. Another thing is that we do have social medias. We've had them for about a month, but I'm going to start posting on those more. I've linked them all down below. And yeah, go follow us there because then you'll know like what movie reviews we're going to be doing. Like you'll know what review is going out every Sunday. And the third one is the fact that we have now changed our name. As much as we love D&D Reviews as a name, we were getting kind of a lot of feedback from like friends and family, close friends and family, who were saying it just feels very much...
They couldn't find us.
They couldn't find us. Anytime you type D&D, it just goes to Dungeons and Dragons, which, you know, is whatever it is, like, for us. Like, that's not why we made the channel for a Dungeons and Dragons theme.
I liked the film.
We just liked D&D Reviews, like Dad and Daughter Reviews as a name. So we initially were thinking, okay, let's just change our name to D&D Reviews, like Dad and Daughter Reviews, but it would not allow it. YouTube was like, that's too many, like, you know, words for a name. So we kind of just settled on a few different options. One of them being Popcorn and Parent, which
I like it.
I think Popcorn and Parent's fun, but we do already say popcorn in our like intro.
Yeah. Grab
the popcorn, so it felt like too much. We ended up settling on the Real Family Reviews podcast, or Real Family Reviews, but real spelled like film reel, like REEL, so it felt like a fun little, you know, it still is because we still very much, that's all we are. We talk about film, play games surrounding that, and, you know, we're not going to obviously go into talking about anything else, so we still wanted it to be surrounding the fact that we do reviews on that subject.
Because we like films, and it goes a lot of films.
So, yeah, but that's all the changes. We are now going to be uploading every single week. Every single Sunday we'll get a review out there, or a game, or whatever we're going to do. But now, one of the things we really wanted to do was do trailer reactions, or reactions to other things surrounding film, which obviously now we can do because we have the video aspect of this. So, obviously, award season is coming up, and we're going to be watching. And I thought, you know, when the nominations come out, we can make like not a reaction video of us, you know, reacting when the awards come out.
We do like the awards.
Just other reaction videos which we can do now because obviously we've got the video aspect. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Obviously, it won't change it if you just listen to the reviews anyway. Then obviously it won't really change it if you know, you won't really realize now because obviously you're just listening to it. But yeah, if that's basically it. I hope you guys enjoy the review for whatever one this is. But yeah, thank you so much for listening, and, you know, really appreciate you guys. So, bye.
Bye.
Hi, and welcome back to the Real Family Reviews podcast, formerly known as D&D Reviews. I'm the daughter.
And I'm the dad.
And grab some popcorn, because today we are talking about one battle after another.
Rise and shine.
Bat an eyelash.
Good morning.
There are no hands on the clock.
Why?
Because they're not needed.
What time is it?
You know, I don't remember that part. All right, let's just not nitpick over the passwords. This is Bob Ferguson. I was a part of the French 75
Bitch, I felt like Tony Montana!
Steve Lockjaw just attacked my home, and I cannot remember, for the life of my only child, the answer to your question.
Maybe you should have studied the rebellion text a little harder.
I need to find my daughter.
Well, then call us back when you have the time.
You just...
You know, you are so unsuitable for my daughter. My child comes from a whole line of revolutionaries. And you look so lost. What are you gonna do about this baby?
You know what freedom is? What? No fear. Go!
There's 413 out there!
Not one thing, it's another. Find that to be true.
I need you, brother. Sensei, please.
Courage, Bob. Courage.
That's it. Courage. Yeah. Thank you. Hey, thank you, Sensei. Thank you, Sensei. Thank you. God damn it! Viva la revolution!
Which we were finally able to watch. Actually, your second time.
Yeah.
Watching it.
I'm going to watch it a third time as well.
We originally just a little fun fact about us. We were originally supposed to watch this. You became violently ill when you came to visit me, and it was the same. Maybe we mentioned this in the Him review. It was the same weekend that we watched Him, and we were supposed to see.
The next day
was season 1 and the Smashing Machine. Unfortunately, wasn't able to see the. I went away like right after that, so when we got back, Smashing Machine was like, not in theaters.
And I'd seen this.
But you'd seen this.
Your sister.
My sister is a environmental politics student and very much into the themes of this movie. But we were finally able to watch it together, and very exciting because we had seen the trailer like a bunch of times. But yeah, so how did you enjoy? Does it feel different having seen it twice, or did you? Because I felt a bit worried that if you had seen it a few weeks before we did a review, and then I ended up watching it, you wouldn't have been able to. You wouldn't have remembered anything.
The fact that I've seen it twice, sort of 10 days apart, and I'm going to see it a third time, tells you all you need to know, really.
Yeah, about it.
Tells you how much I thought of it. You weren't sure you would like it, but you said you really liked it.
Yeah, so, I did. The reason I wasn't really... We forgot to mention, obviously, go watch this movie, obviously, and then we are going to be spoiling it, so come back for our thoughts. The reason I think I was going to like it is because I'm just not really into...
Revolution.
Personally, for us, again, my sister, we love, obviously, but she's a environmental politics student, and very much so. She talks. It's a runner around our house not to ever mention anything political.
Because she does.
Because she'll just go off about it. Sorry, Grace, if you're watching this. But the reason I didn't really feel like I was going to like the movie is just because I'm kind of sick of political.
I was hearing the deep politics, yeah.
Yeah, because it's always just being. She's always.
This is what she wants to do, isn't it?
But yeah, she's very much into like the revolution side of things. Yeah. But that's why I didn't really think I was going to like it, just because I didn't really like the themes of that. Obviously, Paul Thomas Anderson directing of an ensemble cast helmed by Leonardo DiCaprio, and so that like those elements of this are good, like the directing, the acting, all that stuff. So that's what I was excited about more than the themes.
They were all strong, right? All the actors.
But yeah, it's a fun time. It definitely is a very fun time.
It's wacky.
And it's there's so much that it is good, and obviously this movie is one that we think is going to get nominated. Award season coming up, and we do think that this will probably get nominated. Sean Penn is actually the front runner for Best Actor at the Oscars right now.
He's a lock. I thought that.
Yeah.
The last time I felt this certain from seeing a film that someone would win an Oscar was
Joaquin Phoenix in Joker. Yeah.
As soon as I watched it, I thought, he's going to get the Oscar for this, and he did. He just waltzed it.
I think we've had enough of your jokes.
What do you get?
I don't think so.
When you cross a mentally ill loner with a society that abandons him and treats him like trash.
Call the police,
I'll
Gene.
tell you what you get.
Call the police.
You get what you fucking deserve.
Sean Penn is going to win Best Supporting Actor. I feel certain of that, but I feel the rest of the cast are really good as well.
I've seen the movie several times, and while it's not, this is not like a comedy per se, it's its own animal. Sometimes even in the most torturous stuff, I just find it's such a giggle because it's a view through an original mind, and I think that we're not used to, we don't see enough of that in the movies, and I suspect everyone enjoys that, to really be trusted with something fresh.
Yeah.
Really strong. Benicio del Toro.
Benicio del Toro, so fun.
He's great.
All right, lift your shirt and turn around. Put your hands on top of your head.
All right, let's go to work.
Lead is obviously Leonardo DiCaprio.
Chase
Infiniti.
Really good.
But at the end, in the whole cast, but yeah, Sean Penn is specifically kind of in front runner for best actor. I don't think like Leo is.
Leo's Leo. He's like Jack Nicholson. He's always great.
But I mean, it is good. I don't really see a lot of people saying that they weren't. There's people with problems, but I don't think a lot of people were saying this is the worst.
It was interesting to me that when we talked about this immediately after we saw it together, I was like, yeah, Viva la Revolution, which is maybe why Grace is all she is, but you were like, yeah, but they commit crimes. So they kind of deserve to be killed.
This is the thing, okay?
They got killed, and I was like, it was really bad, and you were like, well, they committed crimes.
This is the thing. All right, so this is the thing. A lot of people are obviously going to be, and the movie is pretty written to be on the side of Leo. It's not written to be Sean Penn's movie in terms of like you're siding with Sean Penn and his actions because he is an awful person anyway.
And he's creepy.
But French 75 are a revolution group who believe in like freeing illegal immigrants. They believe
free borders,
they do all these
free
things.
Everything. Yeah.
Their last job, which is the reason that he had to go into protection anyway, well, not always protection, but their version of protection, is because the last job they did, they killed someone. Yeah. Someone died. Someone got shot and killed, a security guard at the bank that they were like doing whatever in. So I understand their themes, but I actually think this movie is written to not side with anyone other than maybe Chase Infiniti's character, the daughter, who didn't know anything. Yeah. She was a baby when those happened. I don't think it's necessarily saying maybe you side with the French 75 because they obviously it's so. I mean, that scene was shocking.
When she shot the guard. Yeah.
That scene was shocking because
she should have just clubbed him.
What happened is they came in and obviously you've seen the movie, but a member of the group is like up on the tables. Everybody's like got guns. People.
Her name's Jungle Pussy because they all have like strange.
Yeah, they all have strange.
They all have revolutionary names. Don't they? So her name's Jungle Pussy.
But the scene,
and she's reading the right actors, and she's over.
Yeah, the scene when she shoots.
There's a bang.
What is the name of? That the mum basically, Leonardo DiCaprio's guest, love interest, shoots this guy.
Something Beverly Hills.
Shocking. Oh, it is. Yeah.
I
think. Yeah.
Portina.
Frida Beverly Hills or something.
Yeah.
But anyway, the scene with her first shooting.
And the guard is crawling.
It's the sound. Like that's everybody is so shocked.
Looks,
and oh my god, I love the scene afterwards when they're all getting the chase scene.
They're sick.
Some good shit.
The French 75 never meant to kill anybody.
Yeah.
They never meant to kill anybody. They blow up places, but they blow up in the middle of the night. But there's always a danger that some poor guard.
They look up
around.
the guard, Sean Penn's crew at the beginning. Like, they hurting people is not really their thing. Frida Beverly Hills, I think it is Frida Beverly Hills. She goes and does this, and that's the thing. That's why I'm kind of like, well, the criminals, because someone died. And it's like, I don't agree with. We're getting very political now, but just in general, people. We have a group here called Just Stop Oil who will go and they'll throw oil. Not oil. That would be very good. That would be very hypocritical of them. They throw food and they throw things on like famous paintings at the Louvre. I was actually, when we were in Paris, we were going to go to the Louvre. They were there. They threw something on the Mona Lisa.
Security.
life? Is it worth more than food? Worth more than justice?
My sister is very much into that means, and for me, it just...
They glue themselves to the roads,
yeah.
and they stopped an ambulance, didn't they?
They stopped an ambulance. No one likes...
And
really,
the point was that person, I don't know if they died, or they could have died, and she's like, well, that's just unfortunate.
And I understand it's about getting the message across. They're not just trying to be nuisances, if you will. And the French 85 is kind of the same way. They're trying to get message across about these specific, because they kind of, it's not just one thing. There's a bunch of different reasons they blow up banks. But it's like, they always blow up a building that no one's in. Like, kind of blow up an empty building. But it's like, it's so aggressive, the forms and means. I understand to a point where you feel like you've been put into a corner so much that you have to go to like an aggressive means, like blowing or setting something up on fire. Obviously, no one gets hurt, no animals, whatever. But I just feel like I don't agree with the politicians who make the rules this way. But I don't really agree with the people who are going to means such of blowing up buildings or making people kind of have PTSD, even if you're not going to kill one. Like, they think they might. Those people in the bank thought they could have died, and obviously
otherwise they would.
But I'm just saying their original plan wouldn't have been that guy would have got shot.
No.
But in the original plan, people would have had PTSD. People might have been really, or one of their own members of the team might have got killed. So it's just so aggressive, and that's why obviously that stuff is illegal to do. You can't blow up places. You can't set things on fire. You can't
blow up power lines.
There's a Saw movie. I think Saw 5, which isn't one of the best, but in it there's a group of people who are all together, and they realise the thing that they share in common is this fire that happened. Somebody paid one of the other guys that were there to burn down this building because there was a woman there who wanted wanted that land to build like things to get money, and then there was a guy who covered it up and remembered the fire, and they all realised the fire is what we have in common. But what happened is that there were 8 people there that died, and that's why Jigsaw was like
by accident.
Yeah, that they weren't meant to be there. 8 people died in this fire of this abandoned building. Eight people died.
Homeless people or something.
And that's where Jigsaw said, I've taken you all, you're all going to torture each other, whatever.
That's how she knew me. The woman in the tub. Fire. It's what connects us. The fire inspector who wrote the bogus accident report. The city planner who pushed through the residential permits. The journalist that buried the investigative story. The rich kid junkie who was the patsy, and the real estate developer who set it all in motion. We killed 8 people and stole the property, and nobody cared.
Nobody cared? 8 people and their families cared? The feds cared? Look at my fucking arm! I cared! I cared!
But you didn't face justice. None of us did.
Why did they all do it? Why? Was it for money? This was your plan? You were the one behind it? There was 8 people still living in that building. You had to know that. Did you know that? You're a monster.
So are you.
We both deserve to be here.
But it's like, and I know that people say, well, they scout the buildings, they do all this, like, in terms of the French 85, not the Jigsaw movies.
Yeah.
But it just made me think of the Jigsaw thing, because it's like, you never know who a homeless person could be, and then you never know what. So,
but you might,
just in context of, like...
You might have a security guard. You might go scout it for a week, and the security guards are lazy, and they don't turn up at 2 o'clock like they're meant to. You go, okay, we'll blow up at 2 o'clock. And then you get a new security guard, and he walks in the building at 1:30, and he does his tour, and the building goes up and kills him. But I would say that, because you say, like, nobody's a good guy, nobody's a bad guy. But when Lockjaw, so it's the mother, it's Beverly Hills, Fortina of Beverly Hills, whatever her name is.
Yeah,
she, what's the lady's name? Tokina? Tokina Taylor or something like that?
Yeah.
So she's really good, very attractive woman, very exotic looking and attractive woman. But she kills the guard, and when they're escaping from the bank job, she's caught. And she has had, because she's already been caught.
I don't even know how to say...
Perfidia.
I thought it was Fidia.
Perfidia. Perfidia Beverly Hills. Well, she's already been caught by Sean Penn's character.
Yeah,
he's been watching Stephen Lockjaw.
You're right, you say it.
Even the name is like, because he does this.
People say that, yeah. Is that his, like... Yeah.
He does this all the time, and he locks his jaw. Now, he goes to her, and she's like locked up in, and they've all captured her, and all the cops go, yeah.
Yeah,
and they're like, we got pictures of her and everything, and they're like taking selfies with her and everything.
Yeah.
And he sits by her bedside, and when she comes around, he goes, "It's a pity you don't know anybody with juice,
who
could free
AKA
you."
me.
And she goes, "Well, I know you. You could say because you're going to get 30 years. You're going to do 30 years for this because you killed someone in the course of a robbery.
Yeah,
you're going to get 30 years. But you don't know someone with juice." And she goes, "Like, you could save me." And he goes, "Yeah, I could get you in federal protection, and you will give me names. You will tell me.
You'll tell me everybody." And
she does.
She does, yeah.
And they kill those people mercilessly.
Yeah.
Because who's the actress?
Elena Ham.
You said
Haim, sorry. Yeah, the reason that I was shocked when she gets killed is because people were like, "Yeah, I really love her in this movie," and I'm like, "Oh, I like that actress," and then she dies.
She's in a store and she looks up. She sees a guy coming. She thinks he's army or he's some security forces. So she turns around and she walks out and she goes out the employee's exit.
Yeah.
And as soon as she walks through that door, she gets shot through the head because her wig flies up in the air.
Yeah.
And you jumped in your chair.
I did because I thought she was going to be in.
And there are various members of the French 75
who we see in different means
who are mercilessly killed.
Yeah.
They don't even try and capture them.
So it's like, she really, because the whole thing with her character is the fact that she is so deep in this French 75 thing that even after having the baby, Wilma with...
She doesn't accept the baby at all.
DiCaprio, he's like, "You don't need to do that. Come on, the baby's crying. You don't
We're
need to do
a
this
family
anymore."
now.
She's like, I'm going out and doing it. But then as soon as it happens, she turns on everybody. Most people, even if they were facing life in jail, you would spit in Sean Penn's face and say, "Oh, screw you. I'm not telling you anyone's names. They're my family," basically. But no, she rolls immediately, which is why it feels like there's no good characters.
But
there's no morally good character in this.
But so does the Gringo Coyote, who's the guy who I think he's the guy who actually makes, because they when they're all getting ready to scatter, those of them that are they're going on the run, they're going to be part of the underground, then they're getting false documentation together and they're on the run. And she's kind of disappeared. She's gone into protection, Perfidia, Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
And Leo's character, he is taking the baby, and he becomes Bob. He's going to go on the run with the baby, and there's a guy. He must be another, because Leo's the Rocket Man. They call him the Rocket Man, or they call him Ghetto Pat. Don't they?
Yeah.
They call him. Those are his names.
Yeah.
And the guy builds a kind of two reactors, and they play a tune. And when they come close together, they play the same tune. So if you get like within 100 yards of one of them, you know you're within 100 yards of
someone else
who you can trust.
Yeah.
Who you can trust, because he says, "I'm not giving these to everybody." Now, he's the Gringo Coyote.
Yeah.
And I think he's some sort of solicitor, because he's going around, he runs a underground radio station.
Yeah.
But he also, there's a point where he goes around and it looks like it's an immigration style office, and he's handing out his card to people who I assume are people who've crossed the border and they're looking to stay. Well, they abduct him, or he's abducted by underground means.
Yeah.
By a bounty.
They take him out of his home.
Yeah, they take him. They put a bag over his head. They take him out, and they sit him down, and they're trying to talk to him, and he's going, "You don't scare me. You don't scare me." And he's basically, he won't give names or anything. And they're going, "Yeah, well, I respect that and everything, but we just have to respect that." And they threaten the only thing that matters to him.
Yes. So they roll immediately.
He gives up everybody because of his sister.
Because of that, they know that.
But because they know he's been taken, which is a bit I like. When they take him away, from his radio station, there's two kids sat outside who look like they're from Mexico. As much as you can look like a Mexican, they kind of look like they've got Indian. Well, they've got like
wow.
They've got Indian.
Wow.
But they've got Indian blood.
They're Americans.
But they've got Indian. They're American citizens, but they live on the border.
They
live right on the border.
They go and give the message.
And there are people on the border, which we know from Benicio de Toro. Right. So those two kids are just sat there watching, just like they're watching. And when he gets dragged up, they go in, and there's a bit of information taped up, which is a code that they put on, and they
basically it gets to
Snap,
the
Crackle,
other
Pop.
characters.
Yeah, they go. That he's taken. Snap, Crackle, Pop is now in operation. Snap, Crackle, Pop is now in operation. They put it on repeat and they walk out, and it tells all the revolutionaries that they cannot trust this situation with this guy anymore. He's taken.
Yes,
he's taken, and any information he might have, he might give up, because he's a human being.
Yeah,
he's a human being. He needs to protect his own. Which is,
so
everyone's got something to lose.
A point though where it kind of is like This movie does not do a good job at de-aging anyone. Because this is 16 years later after that, what happened with Defeated Beverly Hills, and she shoots this guy. And she goes in, she leaves.
She goes in, and then she leaves protective custody and across the border.
16 years later, this guy gets taken.
He does, yeah.
And gets, and tells what's happened. And those kids get that message. Not a single hair on anyone's head is grey now. Like, it's very... Sean Penn looks the same, and
the only reason you know he's older is because he's higher in rank than he was.
Yeah, but physically, everyone looks the same.
I'm not sure it matters.
I mean, it would give a bit of like, because all there is a line that says, "And 16 years later, here we are." And it's like some people could have like been.
Willa was a baby, but now she's a teenager.
Yeah, so that's the way that you would know, because that's why they did this, is because they had to have it. That it was the daughter who had to be a baby at that point, obviously be like old enough to
and she's been caring,
do stuff.
She's basically caring for Leo's character,
for Bob,
for Bob, because he smokes and drinks all the time. She's telling him off for it.
But yeah, I mean, I was thinking, I thought originally we were going to get like a card of what year we're in, because I thought maybe it's not going to be set current day, maybe the 16 years later is in like 2005, which means obviously they would then be like not.
It can't be far because they've all got mobile phones.
But that's the thing. It's set in, I guess, 2009.
But I learned things that I'm not sure they're true. But you remember when he goes on the run, and the Gringo Coyote tells him, "Don't use modern mobile phones. Use the old ones because they don't check those. They don't follow them anymore for whatever reason. They don't listen into those anymore. So he has like a really old phone that he never bothers charging up or anything. So he spends like half an hour in the film running around trying to charge his phone up.
That is fun. That's a fun thing.
Yeah, everywhere he goes, and Benicio Toro keeps telling him to move. But he because he's down on the border. Where is he? Tucson? Is that where he ends up? Can't think where it is now.
What in the? Where they live now?
Yeah,
it's like Baton
something,
Baton
not Baton Rouge.
Where's that?
Is it Baton Rouge in Louisiana? It doesn't end up
It's somewhere in California. It's Northern California, I believe.
It's not. It can't be because there are
Backton Cross, California.
Backton Cross, California.
Yeah, it's up. Is it northern?
Really? Can it be? Because it's full of.
Full of who?
Because it's full of illegal immigrants. Isn't that the point? It's not why they raid it. It's not why it's not why locked.
What's weird to me is the fact that they would even stay in state. Because the whole thing is that he gives him this set in LA, the first part of this, and then he says you're going to end up here, and he goes, okay, so we go straight there. He goes, no, you connect in Denver.
Yeah,
so they had to go all the way to Colorado to come back to California.
But you lay a trail to Denver, and then you disappear from there.
Well, she ends up in Mexico.
You never see her again.
Yeah, which is kind of. I thought that.
Yeah, but she's up for
I thought she would have died.
They catch her and it's 30 years.
I thought she would have died. No, but in movie sense, I thought they would have killed. She never showed up again. So
but she does.
I thought they would have killed her, and then 16 years later.
But there is a letter. That she sends to her daughter because she's saying when Bob's walking around holding a baby, when Leo's character's walking around holding a baby, he's really mixing the baby. He's kind of had enough of it. He's still a revolutionary, but he's not a war hero anymore. Because they call him a war hero, don't they? He's fought for the French 75. But we're a family now. We can't do this anymore. And she's like, I'll never give up. I refuse to acknowledge your control of me. I refuse to acknowledge that baby's control of me. She's not interested at all. But then a couple of years later, she sent a letter that she doesn't give to her straight away. He doesn't give to Willa straight away, does he? He gives it to her a couple of years later. Mm-hmm. And in that, she's always wondered about her daughter. She's never had to give up on her. But she can't come back because she's going to get 30. She'll do 30 years.
No, I'm saying in movie sense, I would have thought they would have just killed that character so there's no, question about it.
No.
I mean, when I watched the trailer, that's what I thought. I thought that she died and then
they told Willa that she'd been murdered.
Yeah.
The thing is that Lockjaw caught her, said, you can blow up what you want, I don't give a shit about you blowing, because she took his hat and she took his gun when they in the opening part of the film, they free a load of illegal aliens who are kept in a camp. They free them and she steals his gun and his hat and he's watching her all the time while they do other things. He's not trying to stop him. He's just watching through binoculars, isn't he? Because he really fancies her. Because he really likes black girls. I love them, as he says at one time. I love them, black girls. And he basically blackmails her into having sex with him. And he, as we find out eventually, is the father of Willa, his actual biological father.
Yeah.
Which is sad for Willa, because she finds out at the same time. But she never tells her dad. She never tells her dad. Never tells Bob. She doesn't want to hurt him because she loves him. Which was sweet, I thought. But she becomes a revolutionary herself.
Yeah,
which you hated.
I don't like that. I don't like that because, in the end of this, it's like, she becomes, well, not Front 75 obviously, but like just a member of the newfound Front 75.
Well, I think there's lots of revolutionary groups that are in touch with each other.
Because it's like...
Why would she?
That characters felt like they never expressed interest in that beforehand, and then finding out the truth then does. Like, if she had maybe expressed some sort of...
But I think she sees...
love for
her, she thinks that people like Lockjaw are evil.
Yeah. That's what the movie's kind of making out. Like, Lockjaw is the villain of this movie. Like, he is the main antagonist. But that's why I had that thought of like, well, no one is morally good.
But the people who control...
You know what it feels
are called what?
The Adventures Christmas Club.
The Adventures Christmas Club. It's ridiculous.
The thing is,
and they all go Hail St. Nick.
The thing is, it gives vibes of so in Oceans.
What, Ocean's 11?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of how to put the when Suicide Squad came out, which is basically the villains of Harley Quinn and Joker, they're the main characters of that movie. It's like, okay, well, they're villains. I remember Chris Stockman's review of that. He said they do the same thing in all these movies where the villains are the main characters, specifically Ocean's 11, which is that Danny Ocean is stealing from someone who's also kind of a bad guy.
Who's worse than he is, yeah.
And
I am scared of Amanda Waller. She was very good in this movie, a very good performance. But there's this scene where she just like murders her associates, and her excuse for this is that they didn't have clearance for the information that they were receiving and that they were working on. So why did you have them work with you? I don't get that. I really don't. And then there's like this obvious, very forced dialogue moment where they're like, and you thought we were the bad guys. Like us, audience, like us. I get it. They're trying to make the good guys in the movie look worse than the bad guys so that we then side with the bad guys. That's what you do in a movie where you're supposed to side with the criminals. In Ocean's 11, you're supposed to care about Danny Ocean and his team because he's stealing from somebody who's also kind of an asshole. And so you start to side with the criminals. That's what they did in this movie by taking Amanda Waller and making her look actually worse than the Suicide Squad. And it was very obvious.
I mean, even Danny Ocean in that movie, one of his rules is that no one gets hurt. No one's ever going to physically we're never going to kill anyone. We'll just... It kind of reminds me of the line that he has in the one with Quentin Tarantino, I can't remember it. The From Dusk Till Dawn, when he goes, I'm a professional jewel thief, okay? I don't kill people who don't deserve it. I don't fucking rape women. And he has the same vibe in Ocean's 11 where he's like, we don't rob anyone just to deserve it, and no one dies. But no one's going to get killed.
Is it me? My fault?
It's not your fault.
Is this my fault?
No, it's your fault.
Is this
not
my
your fault.
fault? Do you think that this is what I am?
No.
This is not me. I am a professional fucking thief. I don't kill people that I don't have to, and I don't fucking rape women. What you are doing is not how it's done.
But the same thing is, when you mix with somebody, like he took his brother along, and his brother is a killer, rapist, psycho. He put that woman in the way of his brother. And then he walked out and let the woman that he raped. And they did the same thing. They took Beverly Hills with them on that bank job.
They knew she was
They didn't go, she's a flaky one. We'll leave her at home because we're not even carrying real guns. They took her in there. And basically, the security guard, we didn't see her shooting. We heard the bang and everyone looked down. And
it was very shocking.
And he was crawling on the floor towards her and she kept begging him not to move. Personally, I wouldn't have shot him in the first place. I would have just whacked him across the head with my gun and put him on the floor. You think she didn't need to shoot him?
Yeah.
That's what I always do when I rob banks.
But it has, in the Oceans movie, it had the same vibe of being like, we don't hurt anyone, we don't kill anyone.
But you can't guarantee
But then it's like, one member of your group might act that way. But that's why it's like, they're not morally good characters.
They do the same thing in another Quentin Tarantino film, I know we're talking about
No, it's
Tarantino,
fine.
but we're arguing a point here.
Yeah.
Another Tarantino film, Reservoir Dogs. Reservoir Dogs. Mr. Blonde goes crazy and starts shooting everybody. Yeah, and when those who escape make it back to the hideout, they're going. You know, you don't start shooting people. You know, they killed a few cops, but no real people, as they say. So the cops don't count. But they don't just stop open fire, and that's what Mr. Blonde did. And they're going, "Is he a raving fucking psycho?" and all this sort of thing. Well, they took him with them.
Yeah.
So they get
that aspect of
you
it
can't
might
turn around
happen.
and go like it was him, not us.
They all have to be on the
It's
same
all-
page.
Even the driver, like you said at the time.
Yeah.
Even the driver,
Even if someone dies and you were just driving,
You're all
25
getting
years
the same
of life.
punishment.
But even if you weren't the one firing the gun, it kind of actually going off another thing. No, it's a real life event that happened. The Hollywood shootout where those guys robbed the banks. I was watching that documentary with just my mum and my sister, and
they're great.
I said, "All right," they were like, "Oh yeah, well they didn't kill anyone. Like they were fine. They didn't do anything." And I'm like, "Didn't they just say that they killed some cops?" And they were like, and they both looked at me and were like, "Yeah, well, cops, like that's the job, innit? You might die." And I'm like, "So you're defending these guys that killed?"
I don't even think they killed him, but
No, they didn't. But that's the
they
thing.
shot some people.
They fought.
They tried.
They thought that they had killed,
and it was
cops.
okay,
and it was fine because the cops you know that's a chance they might take. It's like you can't then defend their murderers. Same as in this movie.
I agree with you.
Someone did die on one of these jumps, which is why I feel like a lot of people were like, "Yeah, I love it," and like, yeah, the fight. It's nice to know more about the characters personally themselves, and even Leo is a pretty likable character in this, but I just don't think anyone is good, and I feel like that's a very interesting way to have a movie where no one is like a princess,
Yeah, I mean,
no one's more.
I mean, at the end of this film, the reason they don't like, the reason the Adventurous Christmas Club, All Hail St. Nick, as they do, doesn't like Stephen Lockjaw.
It's because they've had.
He had a relationship. He had an interracial relationship, which is the least of
This is a point that someone did put, which is that I don't. This movie's fine, but I didn't like its portrayal of black women. I didn't like the fact that it felt like it was using black women. And the thing is, the point of the whole movie is the fact that Sean Penn had a relationship with a black woman. He has an interracial child, and that he can't let these people that he wants to join find out about that. And that's like the whole movie really is that. So I guess if you were looking at it from a... But again, it's not making him like a good character.
But the organisation of the Adventurous Christmas Club kills him for that.
Yeah.
They gas him, don't they? But they do it sneakily because they invite him to join the organisation, which he's desperate to join, even though he's already been shot in the face. And that.
Oh,
because they tried to kill him already, which was amazing when the car ran off the road. That was an amazing shot.
That was shocking.
But then he goes to his office and he's so excited. He's like, "Oh, thank you, brilliant!" And he went, "I forgot your keys."
Yeah.
And I'll just go and get your keys. You enjoy your corner office. Closes the doors and gas comes out, and he dies. He dies with his feet up on the desk. And then two guys come in, which shows they do it all the time. Two guys come in dressed up in protective wear, take him off in the chair and chuck him in an incinerator. Yeah. So it's obviously like they're used to burning bodies. They do it all the time.
But I guess if you were looking at it from a standpoint of that is kind of using black women, but I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's necessarily pointing that as a bad thing. It's just that obviously there are a group of people, racist men in that country, that would view that as like a problem. But obviously everyone knows that there's still racism happening.
But there is. Do you know when the lady who got the famous actress the more famous actress who got shot that you were shocked at when you jumped to that bit?
Leonardo.
She goes in and plants a bomb, and her black boyfriend is kissing her, going, "My white girl going off work." So isn't that racist that he's going, "My white girlfriend"? He does say that.
No, I'm not pointing out that it's racist.
So,
I said,
everyone's as bad as everyone else.
People online were saying that its treatment of black women was a bit odd. But, I mean, if someone finds that offensive, then obviously who am I to judge? Yeah, so I'm not saying that it's like a racism thing. I just think that, people obviously would.
I think everyone has a bit of racism in them. Some have a lot, and some have a
little.
little.
I found what's interesting in this movie is the fact that it never really, like, they're not full on. Obviously, she's mixed because her mother was black, and then obviously, even if it is Sean Penn, like, they would both be white. Yeah. So she never really is like. They never go like. They didn't say anything.
But even her parents.
Some people, I don't know. I could just guess. Some people are mixed tend to either look more
Very
white
dark.
or
Well, you get
black.
you get twins of them. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
one's black and one's white. It's incredible.
So,
yeah, I've seen pictures of this.
on the, I guess, just not.
But there's a bit where, do you remember that the baby's been born and Leo's Caprio is sitting down.
Leo's Caprio.
Leo's character, sorry.
Yeah.
Caprio's character. Bob. Yeah, but he becomes Bob, doesn't he?
Pat.
He's Pat as he was. He's playing
Do you think he's
cards.
Irish?
Well, he's of Irish descent,
Yeah,
I suppose. I mean, he's American, isn't he?
His name is like Pat McGillen or something.
Yeah,
That's kind of
but he becomes Bob, whatever.
Bob.
Anyway, he's playing cards with Perfidio's parents.
Yeah, oh, yeah, yeah.
And Perfidio's mum goes, "You're totally unsuitable for my daughter," which is such a shocking thing to say. Because
He clearly is.
as far as she's aware, they've got a kid. He's a father
Well,
of
yeah,
her
she's
grandchild.
pregnant. She's pregnant.
Yeah, but they think he's the father. They don't do
And,
any
like,
different. And
she
she goes,
said
she was raised a revolutionary.
Yeah.
Which is why in the trailer it says some people are born to it and some people go into it. It's a revolution.
Which I guess makes the ending.
And she's a runner. Well, she does run.
Yeah.
She does run, but when she rats everyone out and they rescue Willa, and a really good bit when they go to the school dance.
Yeah, that's
and I really like this bit where because her dad Bob makes her take the musical thing everywhere with her, the thing that plays the tune. And so if he comes near her, within 100 yards, it'll play this tune together, but it doesn't always work because it's been made by a guy. He might be good at electronics, but it's not working in a factory anywhere. He's doing it at home in his garage.
Even though it works all the
So
time.
sometimes he goes, yeah, but he doesn't know that.
And Bob says, yeah, barely works. And it's like every time we see it, it works.
It works. Well, she's in the toilet with the girls' toilet, and they all go, and she's on her own, and suddenly it starts to play music, and she starts looking at it, and she looks up, and one of the ladies who was in the French 75 walks in.
Yeah, Regina
And
King.
was that-
Regina Hall, sorry.
Is that her actual real name, or was that the
That's the
character's name?
thingy's name. Regina King is actually the actress who played in Court Stealing. Played the.
Really?
Yeah, this is Regina Hall. I said Regina King by accident.
Regina is a popular name.
Yeah.
These Americans have some strange names. But anyway, she starts to repeat the words to her.
Yeah, she said it.
And she's going, "Say it with me, baby. Say it with me." And the last bit, which I can't think of a track. There was a rap track where this was part of it, where they go to the revolution. At the end of it, they go, "Black people will take to the streets, but the revolution will not be televised."
Yeah.
And she says that to her. And Chase Infiniti goes, it was quite shocking. It shocked me how moved she was by it. She went, my dad said, if anybody ever said that to me, I was to trust them in my life. Mm. And she goes, are you ready to go with me? And she says, yeah. And she goes with her. Instantly, she goes with her. Because that is the revolutionary. When you say, like, why would she become a revolutionary? It's kind of in her.
Sure.
She's born to it.
I could.
She's born a revolutionary.
I just think after everything that happened to her, her choosing that is. But then I guess.
But it's the straight people who do the bad stuff. It's the authorities that do the bad stuff.
Yeah, someone died. So.
Yeah, but she killed someone.
Yeah, but like.
She killed someone. She kills. I mean, admittedly, the guy already shot Sean Penn, and he was a bad guy. He was
that guy. Yeah.
Yeah, and.
Well, yeah, but that's less about like trying to get your message across than just protecting yourself in general.
But I liked there's.
I don't know. It's just the fact. Yeah, I don't know. I get it because going back to obviously the fact that it's in her blood, like her grandparents, parents.
She can't help herself.
All that. It's like okay, well, I need to do it, but it's just because that character, it's never expressed anything about anything that could do with. Other than I guess the fact she does live in a town that is very much people who were saved by.
Well, she doesn't because they don't live on. Oh,
they live in the.
But
right, there's a bunch of.
Oh yeah, because they live in Backton Square or whatever it's called, Backton Corner, and we know. I mean, this is Benicio del Toro's character. This guy was born into the revolution. He's ready. He's got all those people because when the shit goes down and the police are there, and he's driving through the streets, and everyone is from Central, South America, Mexico, where they've all come, but some are born and are Americans, and some are aliens who are here. Yeah. Because when he's driving through the streets and the police are there,
I love that part.
And the guys are on the skateboards, and they call him Sensei, don't they? And they're grabbing hold of the car, and he's talking to him, and the guy's got like a beard and everything. He's quite old to be on a skateboard. He's going like fucking World War III out there, man. They're all going crazy. And he's going, okay, I need you to meet me at such and such a place, be ready. And they go over the rooftops to get Bob out.
Yeah.
And Bob falls into that tree.
That's very fun.
And they're going, you fell 40 feet, landed in a tree, and you what, you lost him. And then he stands up and runs, and he gets tased and falls down. That was great.
Tengo que tomar esta llamada. BG,
Sensei, your guy fell off the roof and got arrested.
what the fuck happened?
He fell 40 feet and fucking fell in a tree, man. Shot that got him with the taser.
And my rifle?
It's with me.
Okay. Meet me at Secret Heart.
I'd say to you, like, I wonder why the town reacted so aggressively towards that.
Because the whole town's
But
doing
then
it
you
up for
said
it.
that, and I was like, oh, right, but it's because you did mention earlier on that they do send a lot of
People
people they save to go
and
to
then
that
some
town.
become legal.
Because obviously the thing is, the fact that Sean Penn and obviously he's made this whole crew go there. The next scene is the town in complete distress and like revolting against all just these people. But it's like, there could have been anything that had happened that would make these people come. There'd be a serial killer from New York who's currently there, and they're like, we're hunting them down.
But
then they all act so.
They know,
then you realise,
they know who it is. They know. They know what the
because
government's
they were
here
there.
for.
They were in the.
But I mean, so the young people that are on the streets that are shouting at the cops, they're born. They're American born. They can't be touched. Well, they can be done for crimes, but they can't be returned across the border. They don't say their parents were illegal aliens.
And now, because of Donald Trump's law.
Yeah, and their uncles and their aunts that have come across the border or still live on the other side of the border, and they're sticking up for them. And it was interesting when they said, when the police were there gathering, so there's just all the police are there in a big line, and there's loads of them. And on the other side, there's people who were shouting at them, going, fuck off home, basically. And they went, okay, call up Mickey Mouse. The cops did, yeah? Mm. And a guy comes, who's a government guy, comes through the back of the crowd, lights a petrol bomb, and throws it nowhere near the police. Yeah. Nowhere near the police, yeah? But it kind of lands and goes, and they go, okay. And the guy comes out and fires the tear gas. So now they can start being rough.
You know what is always so weird?
They stepped
You know what's
up.
always so weird to think about? Is to think about most of the time, stuff like that would end in like some sort of violence. The police are gonna do whatever.
They escalate.
It's only as soon as that happens that people run away screaming, and it's like realistically that was always going to be the end. I know that obviously people are trying to make a message, a statement by doing that, but it's always so like that it was obviously going to end that way kind of thing. So it's like always weird that people, not weird that they get scared and run away because obviously they're going to get hurt. They're going to get physically hurt. Obviously you would run away, but it's like I was always realistically that was always what was going to happen.
Yeah, but I think that.
But I mean, this message, the thing is, I would love to know what someone who is like in America, Republican, anti-immigrant, would say about this movie. Would they defend the Sean Penn character?
They'd say that the fact he shot those people that deserve shooting. Do you remember when there was rioting a few years ago? I can't even think of the name of the town. But the cop shot someone. This is when we start, because we're in England, we don't hear about all the shootings that they do, but there are a lot. But this is like, we heard about this guy because rioting started in the town. And outsiders started going to the town, Republican crazies, carrying guns to support the police. And some guy shot 3 people and killed them, or 2 people and killed them. And he was like released. Because it was like, well, it's necessary to stand your ground. It ain't your fucking ground to stand, motherfucker. Mm. Guns, it's not like they came in your house. They didn't even come in your town. You went to a town looking for trouble, and you dealt out trouble, and you only got away with it because, basically the state is bent, and you shouldn't have done. You shouldn't have got away with it, but you did.
Sure.
So I think that I mean, I haven't been to America, but sometimes I think things are just rougher there. I think our police answer to more.
This is what I had thought too, but it's when you see like the videos of like you feel like the Charlie Kirk assassination from like a month ago, where everyone runs away scared as soon as they hear a gunshot. And I said to you, I feel like people in America are just so used to guns that you'd think they wouldn't even be like.
Yeah, but I mean, I said to you,
but obviously they are. So it's
this,
like not as
if that happened here, we'd be going, "What the hell was that noise? What was that noise?"
Yeah,
we wouldn't know. They
to be fair, they saw him.
Yeah, but we'd have still gone like, "What's wrong with him? What's wrong with him?" We wouldn't have known because we don't expect it, and we don't believe in guns.
Well, they in school over there are like trained on,
which is just crazy because all you're doing is worrying children, and at the end of the day,
it's unnecessary.
Yeah, but aren't you right? When you get all those kids to go, "This is what we're going to do," and I'm waving my hands in front of the camera. This is what we're going to do. This is what Dave Chappelle says. It's funny, but it's true.
I think there's probably like a minute or two left on the film.
He says,
they might have to just do audio.
He says, "Aren't you educating the shooters? Where are we going to meet? You know, aren't you educating the shooters when you're worrying kids about these things?" But either way, we're arguing politically and not about the film.
I guess that's what this movie is.
I thought this was a really good film.
I'm saying, I just wonder if American Republican sides, red state, would think of this, because obviously, they're, you know, if you're anti-immigrant, you might side with the Sean Penn character, but
I think they would.
At the same time,
and I think they hate it. But I think they'd live with the fact that there was the Christmas Adventurers Club.
Yeah.
But I think this is done really well.
You know what it felt like? The Christmas Adventure Club felt very like The Grove. Do you remember The Grove? It's an all-American gentleman's club.
And
it's an all-American gentleman's club from like...
They're like devil-worshipping Ku Klux Klan sort of guys.
And I remember Richard Nixon, when he was president, because this was in the 60s.
The last person you'd trust.
Well, he came out and said something about The Grove, actually.
I've been a member all my life.
It was the Bohemian Grove.
I know, they had some film of it that was very rare, but they all sort of chant, don't they? Weirdness and what have you.
Actually, fun fact about Late Night with the Devil, which we just watched on Halloween, I just watched it. The main character, he's a member of the Grove, and that's when they asked him, "What did you sacrifice to get like top ratings on your late night show?" And it's like, oh, he made a sacrifice to the Grove to get famous. You know how they always say singers sold their soul to the devil in order to become famous.
It's like the Stonecutters on The Simpsons.
Who controls the British crown? Who keeps the metric system down? We do. We do.
Who leaves Atlantis off the maps?
Who keeps the Martians under wraps? We do. We do. Who holds back the electric car? Who makes Steve Gutenberg a star? Fish of their sight.
Who rigged every Oscar night?
We do. We
do. Richard Nixon did not like The Grove.
He says he didn't.
But he said that he can't
stop it.
He can't stop it, he can't deal with it. He said something that was like, oh, yeah, I can't even say it, it's too offensive. Okay,
don't say it. I say enough offences to
he says that.
Me too.
It's a slur for homosexuals.
Oh, right. It's an American slur, it's not something we do here.
You know what San Francisco just gone. It's clear over. I know that, but it isn't. This is just down in the ratty part of town. But the upper class in San Francisco is that way. The Bohemian Grove that I attend, one time to time, the Easterners and the others that come there. But it is the most faggy goddamn thing you will ever imagine in San Francisco crowd, because it's just terrible. I mean, I don't want to shake hands with anybody in San Francisco.
Anyway, what do you think Rotten Tomatoes?
I think this is going to be 90%. I think it'll be 90% on both.
Actually, let's do this as well. What do you think Oscar-wise this is going to... Do you think Sean Penn...
I think Sean Penn's a lock. I think Sean Penn's absolutely best supporting actor.
Best Picture, probably Best Screenplay, maybe? Is this based
I think it could be up for
Best
original screenplay. It's not based on anything, is it? So I think the Best Original Screenplay it'll be up for. I think it'll be up
I don't know if Leo will get...
I don't think he will.
It's funny, in the last few years, the Leonardo DiCaprio movies, well, not last few years, just last time, other people got, like, praised in Killers of the Flower Moon. Lily Gladstone got nominated for Best Actress, Martin Scorsese Best Director, Best Picture, Robert De Niro Best Supporting Actor, but Leo didn't get nominated for that. So I wonder if it will just be the supporting performances that get nominated.
If Leo couldn't win for The Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh, the best.
Probably one of the, probably about the best
did.
performance he's had in his life.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Better than most people ever have. Then what's he ever going to win for?
Yep. On a daily basis, I consume enough drugs to sedate Manhattan, Long Island, and Queens for a month.
Okay, Mr. Jordan.
I take Quaaludes 10 to 15 times a day for my back pain, Adderall to stay focused, Xanax to take the edge off, pot to mellow me out, cocaine to wake me back up again, and morphine, well, because it's awesome. More to make them. But of all the drugs under God's blue heaven, there is one that is my absolute favorite. See, enough of this shit'll make you invincible. Able to conquer the world and eviscerate your enemies. Oh! And I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about this.
He would have probably been the pick in 2020 for What's Up Hollywood if Joaquin Phoenix didn't win. Like, if Joaquin Phoenix was that movie didn't come out, I probably would have gone to Leo.
Yeah.
Because he is good in that.
He is excellent.
Brad Pitt, though, obviously was
excellent.
he won the...
He was an obvious one. We saw that as well.
Oh, yeah, we did. We knew straight away that he
Yeah.
would. Probably because of the precursor. If you won all the four before that...
And he deserved... And I think sometimes they look at a guy and think, God, he's got a really strong body of work.
Yeah, so they're going to give... That was his first acting Oscar.
Because Leo winning for The Revenant is like...
It is a bit weird.
You win for The Revenant. I'm not saying it's not good. But you win for The Revenant. You don't win for... Wolf of Wall Street. It's like...
Wall Street is probably his best...
Easily.
Well, his best performance.
But he's also...
Not his best movie, because lest we forget Titanic.
Yeah.
Titanic is the best. Anyway.
Yeah.
Go watch Titanic, you guys, again. If anyone's here like, Titanic is really good.
It is good.
Okay.
Film with two halves, though.
What do you think it's got?
I think he got 90s on both.
90s.
I do.
85 audience.
Okay.
And then 94.
Yeah, okay.
Which I think that just comes from probably people who maybe have the same thing, like people who are anti-immigrant, maybe like don't agree with the theme, so then you don't like the movie.
But they probably never would have gone to see it.
We had a discussion, I think, in The Conjuring, where even if you don't like the themes of the movie itself can be like well done, good acting, good directing, good everything. Even if you're like not into that theme,
the message that is being given is not
like.
yours.
But I always say with you with romance movies, which you actually love romance movies now. But the first one I took you to, I'm like, just think about this in terms of like it's a movie, not the fact that it's like the theme is, rom-com, falling in love.
I think like films like rom-com. I mean, like that, but we'll come to the end of this now. So but thinking about the one with the museum,
the Love Hearts Gallery, right? The Broken Hearts Gallery.
Broken Hearts Gallery. That was a really, really good film.
What about Marry Me? Do you like that? The J-Lo one where she marries.
I did like it. Yeah,
I love the music of that.
I like it. I like because he's standing there holding that sign.
My favourite thing is because J-Lo she looks so young. That even though she was 50 during that, they were like, yeah, she's a 35-year-old singer. Like she looks.
She got away with it. Yeah.
Anyway, the girl in that, who's Owen Wilson's daughter, is in Spy, My Spy with Dave Pashuta.
She's the girl, is she?
The girl, yeah.
God, right.
Anyway, camera car right at the end, but because we went on a bit too long. But anyway, yes. So thank you guys for watching, and please comment down below what you think of this.
Unless you're a Republican.
Yeah. No, we love everybody the same.
We do love.
We love all our fans.
You can always have your mind changed.
Anyway, yeah. See you. Bye.
Bye.